Hello children, welcome to part 4 of chapter 1 Building with Bricks of class 4. More about patterns. Let's first understand what is a pattern. It's a copy of a particular design, picture or drawing repeated a number of times. Now let's move further. Now let's understand about Jali patterns. Jali means a geometrical design or pattern. That is, small gaps formed by arrangement of bricks results in a Jali pattern. They are made up of bricks forming different designs. They are also made up of wood or stone. Here in this picture, you can see beautiful Jali patterns formed using different shapes of bricks. Now let's see how many different Jali patterns you can see in these photos. You can see the numbers swirling there. So let's see what are the different patterns you are able to find. You can see 5 different Jali patterns in these photos. And each of these patterns are unique. That is different from each other. Aren't they? So, here are some more Jali patterns made up of bricks. The bricks have been arranged in different ways like vertical, horizontal, slanting, and an interesting creation made out of simple bricks. Isn't it wonderful? Yes, it is. Now let's see some more Jali patterns made up of different materials. The materials used here are gypsum, metal, red sandstone, rocks, marbles, etc. So our masons, our artisans, our architects, they have really strived hard to make such wonderful creations. And they are really eye-catching, aren't they? Now let's go ahead and learn how to make our own Jali pattern. So you are going to color some bricks red and make your own Jali pattern in the wall drawn in the textbook on page number 7. So try and make beautiful patterns. Now here let's try and understand how to draw a brick pattern in a very easy manner. So initially you draw some horizontal or sleeping lines using a ruler and a pencil. And children, whenever we draw firstly, we always use pencil very lightly so that it can be erased easily if we make a mistake. Next now, place a ruler vertically and draw straight lines along every alternate sleeping or horizontal line. So you can keep doing it repeatedly, leaving a particular gap and see the beautiful pattern that's formed. Wow, isn't it easy? You can keep continuing the same way till you complete the pattern. And here our pattern is ready. So you can color it as you want to form different types of Jali pattern. Here is a Jali pattern done for you. I have used 2 different colors. You can do it with one single color or as per your choice. So enjoy coloring. The same method can be used to make colorful brick pattern as well. So doesn't this look like your colorful building blocks? Well, you can use the same method to make different jali patterns as well, colored ones. So why don't you try making these patterns by using some empty matchboxes, color them using different colors, or paste marble papers over it to make it colorful and arrange it to form different brick patterns as well as jali patterns. Enjoy trying. Now let's try and understand about another type of pattern called Jharoka pattern. So what is a Jharoka? It is a type of overhanging enclosed balcony used in Indian architecture, typically in Mughal and Rajasthani architecture. What do you mean by overhanging? Overhanging means extending beyond the outside wall of the house. So have a look at the picture here. You can see the balconies that are formed outside the wall of the house. Aren't they beautiful? They are really eye-catching, aren't they? And also, there are certain structures I have marked in green, and they are different in most of them. What is special about it? Let's see further. Well, so this is an arch pattern. What is an arch pattern? An arch is a structure constructed in curved shape with either bricks or stones. So can you see how neatly and closely the bricks have been arranged in a curved shape, forming a beautiful arch. So it's really a very neat, clean and nicely done work, isn't it? Also in the center you can see jali pattern also, and these are all joined together with mortar. What is a mortar? Mortar is a mixture of lime, sand and cement used for bonding building blocks or bricks. So this is an arch from a school in Faizabad. Isn't it lovely? Children, have you seen arches in a bridge? Here are a couple of pictures for you. It shows inverted C shape which are made up of bricks and rocks. So yes, I have seen arches in a bridge. Where else have you seen an arch? If you look at the pictures given below, it looks like a tunnel, doesn't it? Tunnels are cut out from huge mountains for us to travel easier. On the left side, you can see a tunnel where a road is passing through. Whereas on the right side, you can see a tunnel which has a railway track. So you might have some time or the other travel through a tunnel. Wasn't it fun? Yes, so I have seen an arch in a tunnel and have enjoyed it a lot, isn't it? Now some more arches in bridges and tunnels. Arches are also made in the bridges using metals. You can see in the picture given here, as well as tunnels made up of huge rocks. Not only cutting out tunnels but made up of rocks also. Now let's see about a special type of arch. This photo is from Orcha. Orcha is a place in Madhya Pradesh which was a part of Bundelkhand in olden times. This is a special kind of arch which has a nice name called Ghungat Wali Mehrab. What do you mean by Ghungat? Ghungat is a odhni or headscarf used by women to cover their heads. So doesn't it look like a ghungat? And What do we mean by a mehrab? Well, mehrab is a semicircular structure just below the ghungat shape, isn't it? Can you see it in the picture? It's also known as the ark with a veil. Veil means ghungat or parda. Okay. What else do you find is interesting in this picture? Well, isn't the jali of the window beautiful? Yes, it is. Well, it's formed using thin bricks of different shapes and colors. So, isn't it eye-catching? Well, it is. So, here are pictures of some more arch patterns from different parts of the world. A mixture of ancient and modern architecture. So, what a marvel, isn't it? Great work done by our architects, right? So now let's come to the answers of the quiz time of part 3. Do you all remember? Well, how many faces do you think your school bag has? The school bag is cuboid in shape, so it has 6 faces. Do you think your lunchbox has 8 edges? No, the lunchbox has 12 edges because it's a cuboid. Count and find out how many corners does a cupboard have. A cupboard has 8 corners as it's a cuboid. What is the shape of the green board in your classroom? If not green board, the white board. The green board in the classroom is cuboidal in shape, isn't it? So if you got all your answers correct, superb. Well done all of you. Keep it up. Okay, children, put on your thinking hats, all of you. Well, what do you think? Would it have been easier for masons to make jalis, jharokas and arches using bricks? Think and post your answers in the comment section. So, if you all enjoyed the video, then please click on the like button, subscribe and share. So see you all soon. Bye till then.